My name is Howard Lockley, and I've been groundskeeper of Wentworth Lookout for over 20 years. I have written 2 published books on the history of the town of Wentworth and the myth of the so-called Wentworth Mermaid, as well as writing numerous articles on the subject for magazines worldwide. It is my hope that these short videos will reach a wider audience and spread the word of possibly the most sinister myth ever. The Wentworth Mermaid is a grey humanoid creature that roams the shores of Wentworth. There have been hundreds of recorded sightings throughout the last century, along with numerous recordings of strange noises that are said to be the creature. However, unlike other famous cryptids such as Bigfoot or Nessie, there is little photographic evidence of the creature itself. The reason for this lack of photographic evidence is probably down to the infamous and frightening myth, as those said to have met the gaze of the creature have died in unexplained and gruesome circumstances. Over the course of this series of videos, we will explore the origins of the myth, examine some of the more interesting evidence and accounts, and explore the dark and turbulent history of the once busy town of Wentworth. Wentworth Lookout is a tourist spot situated on top of the grey cliffs of the Wentworth Peninsula. The spot was once the location of Wentworth Manor, a grand and somewhat foreboding building which was once home to Lord Albert Wentworth, the founder of the town. This location, a place in which I've lived for over 20 years, is where some believe the legend begins. Although records are scarce, Albert Wentworth was said to have been a deeply religious man with a fiery temper. Founder of the town and its once lucrative shipping industry, his wife Catherine was sickly, weak, and often confined to the manor and rarely seen by the locals. The story goes that she was unable to bear a child, which deeply angered Albert, who was keen to uphold the family's legacy. Rumour has it that Albert would often beat his wife due to her failure to provide him with a child. Catherine did become pregnant, but as she did, her condition worsened and she fell very ill. It is said that she died quite horribly during an excruciating childbirth on a typically frightful and stormy night. The birth was, however, not what you call a typical one. A child with pulsing gills, all white and scaled, with blood-red eyes, was carried wailing to its father. It is said that Albert took the strange child in his arms and became hysterical. Some say that he hurled the child into the ocean. Some say he burnt it in the furnace. Not long after, Albert fell ill and died a recluse. The manor fell into disrepair and was demolished in 1941. Many believe the Wentworth Mermaid to be this very child, in spirit or in flesh. I myself don't subscribe to this theory, aligning myself more with science than the supernatural. Nevertheless, the tale is an important one, fueling the overwhelming sense of paranoia and mystery that has become characteristic of Wentworth's history.